Taurus, welcome to your October reading. This is going to be getting you insight on career and love. We're going to be separating them into two different distinct categories, career and love. We'll be first jumping into career. If this resonates, please hit the like and subscribe button. It means so much. If you would like a personal reading, there is an email in the description box below. Reach out to that email and we'll go from there. All right, Taurus, career. What can you tell us about Taurus? What messages does Taurus need to know about career? We're going to be getting a couple cards out on the table before we make we approach the reading. The worst is to jump to conclusions too early. All right, Taurus, we're getting 3 of Wands out with a 5 of Cups. Career, what can you tell us about Taurus career in October? Right. Interesting. Let's get one more. October, Taurus career. Please make it clear as fair. What messages can you give us about Taurus? Flipping in the career is the energy of the Knight of Wands. It's energy going forward, determination. What can you tell us about? All right, so this feels like something you've tried that you gotta step back and try a different approach. Something that you tried, started fresh, new, world opening up. Here's a possibility. You are working towards something and then you get a disappointment. You get a disappointment and you get a wake-up call basically, and you're realizing you're at this juncture right now where you're realizing you got to try it a different way. You've got to do something a different way in regards to your career, finances, or job, and you're going inward with the Hermit energy, kind of recalibrating, regathering yourself after a little bit of a disappointment. It's like this very much is like you failed to launch. And I don't mean fail. Fail is a big, heavy word. I don't like that. But it's like the plan actually just didn't get enough air underneath it, So you're just kind of like, whatever this is about, it's kind of like, that there's a really great reward if you can do it right. It's just you got to go back in and recalibrate your approach. Okay, does that make any sense? Let's get a little bit more insight about career before we move on to love, okay? So why are we getting 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups, the Judgment card, that big awakening? And that's not a small thing. This is a big wake-up call. It's a great opportunity to actually get realigned with reality. You know what I mean? Because we get these disappointments because what was going on in our imagination and all the energy and effort behind that was kind of backed by more illusion than reality. So you got that wake-up call, great. And this is all happening in October. It's already been unfolding for you. And you're going to be able to go inside, recalibrate your approach. 3 of Wands. Why are we getting 3 of Wands? Please fill that out for us for Taurus. This is all very good, Taurus. And you know why? It's way more important to have both feet on the ground than be floating above it in our hopes and dreams. Neptune energy, you be careful of that. I'm a Pisces. We're ruled by Neptune. We can go far into our illusions. Queen of Cups. All right, why are we getting Queen of Cups with career for Taurus? The Emperor. Yeah, it's like you had the best intentions, actually leading with your heart, leading kind of in an emotional way, going forward with whatever this endeavor was. And it was very early on in it. It was an idealistic thing, it felt like. It was just kind of like coming out with the Emperor. You were leading with your emotions into this, which might have been the issue. 5 of Cups. Why are we getting 5 of Cups for Taurus? Yeah, so it led to something stuck. The disappointment is around because you led with your emotions into this fresh endeavor, keep on saying creative, so whatever that's out there. But career-wise, you got yourself into a stuck position, into a disappointing stuck position. Yep. We have the 2 of Swords. So there's a decision to be made, and one doesn't necessarily want to make this decision. There's a little bit of fear attached. Something makes it uncomfortable and hard to see which direction is the right way for you, Taurus. But out comes this bright, sunshiny, yellowy card of the 4 of Wands. This really is calling you to think past your stuck feeling, past your disappointment, past the confusion and fear around making a decision here that's inevitable, and remember stability. The Four of Wands talks about our stability, our sense of family, idealism, what's going to aid, like, see all this blue, you guys? And then all of a sudden we got this bright light. It's reminding you of what matters here. The Judgment card. Why are we getting the Judgment card in terms of career with Taurus? Healing. Okay, cool. So obviously we're getting a lot of swords when we unpack these cards. So you've been in your head in the realm of communication. There's a lot of information and you're thinking a lot these days in regards to your career. Why are we getting the Six of Swords? Wheel of Fortune. This is all very karmic. Something coming back around, possibly. Yeah, you're getting huge, like, this is no small feat. It was actually very important for you to get to this disappointed, stuck feeling. It's really important for you to have to choose, because you're choosing between your stability and something else. So this is a big, sometimes our lessons are not very comfortable, and sometimes the greatest gifts are wrapped in shitty wrapping paper, you guys. And that's what this is you guys are getting this wake-up call, and the Wheel of Fortune is coming out, which is this karmic thing. Yeah, and then why are we getting this Knight of Swords? That's impulsive movement, action, forward. Star. All right. So yeah, it's like you are gonna know what to do, but there's a little bit of healing with the Six of Swords. What is that? One sec. Let me look at this. Okay, when you go inside with a Hermit energy, when you step back from this situation, in regards to this disappointment, heartbreak, you're gonna have an epiphany, or a message is gonna come through to you. It could come from somebody else, but also could just be kind of a download you get when you are kind of in your quiet space. And it's gonna be, I think, a solution. This goes this way. Yep. You're going to go back to, it's going to trigger that beautiful place that started all of this, which is that cups, that emotional place that you were coming from, controlling the situation or moving forward. Emperor is a big boss energy. Emperor is taking control of a situation, but you took control of it moving forward into this next chapter emotionally. Well, this is going to appeal. This whole thing's going to happen. There's going to be this, disappointment around a stuck feeling, a decision, a choice that has to be made. You're not very comfortable making it because you can't quite see from up from down where your intuition lies, what the right choice is here. And you are being called to remember where about your stability. You're being called to remember your stability, and what I'm very called to mention is 4 wands. Wands, 4 represents, think about a chair. You need those 4 legs. If you remove one of these legs, these wands, the chair topples over. So something here, you've sacrificed security here. And that's what's hurting. That's what's disappointing you, is that you're missing one of the legs of the chair. Okay. And so that's something to keep in mind. You're going to have this big awakening period, and you're going to be coming from this kind of healing whole place moving forward. All this has been very karmic. And so after you kind of reach that place, this energy is going to be whooshing in to remedy the situation. You're going to be aware though. First, you might be working with impulse to remedy too quick, using your words. Be aware of the impulse to communicate too quickly in scenarios while this is happening, while the wake-up call is happening. You're being called more to go inside, get all that information straight. That message is going to come to you first regarding a disappointment or heartbreak, probably the same one. And then you can go out with kind of this beautiful, realistic place. The realism of the Queen of Swords, seeing who is who, what you need to do, and the Knight of Cups leading with your heart. But I think this is a real, we're in Libra season right now. We're in October, and it's all about realignment. It's all about balance. And so this is the way that you are getting balanced. This endeavor that you're moving towards career-wise, this action with authority, you're moving forward with it emotionally, and it's leading you to that disappointed, stuck place. But you know what? A chair cannot balance on 3 legs, and that's what you're giving up. That's what you're sacrificing in all of this. And so you're gonna be missing that 4th leg. Okay, that's going to lead you to that breakthrough. You're going to go inside, resist the temptation to speak too early or communicate from a place of impulse while you're healing and while you're moving forward and while this karmic cycle is completing, because you need to go inwards. You're going to receive messages, and that's going to fill things out for you. And it's going to clarify what's right, what's wrong, what to do in the future. Okay, does that make any sense? Okay, you guys. So we're now going to move on to love. Please hit the like button, subscribe if this resonates, and reach out if you have any questions, or if you'd like to make any comments in the description box below. If you'd like a personal reading, of course, you can reach out to that email in the description box below, and we'll go from there. Okay, so for love with Taurus, love, October 2021, what can you tell us about love? Flying out of the deck, we're not going to take it, but High Priestess, all right? A lot of work put towards something. A lot of work. Kind of exhausted, kind of over it, you guys. Kind of wondering, is this the end? 7 of Pentacles, look it up. That's the fork in the road. You look both directions. You look at where you've come from and you look at where you're going. And there's work either way. You looked at where you come from, there's a lot of work that you put into this. You look at where you're going, there's still more work. There's a burden that you're kind of wanting to put down here. This is the burden of some type of, 10 of Wands, where it suggests responsibility, a burden, the burden of the bundle of sticks, a chapter closing. This is all very karmic. I wonder if somebody's going to be coming back around. We need to get clarity on that. With the Wheel of Fortune flying out, love for Taurus. All right, there's a possible decision. Okay, around this work. This has been exhausting. You're kind of over it. Do I keep on moving forward? Is there a forward here? Is there a next chapter? Or am I not going to do that? So let's get a little clarity on 7 of Pentacles, please, for love, Taurus, October, Libra season. Okay, this is feeling like work because you're getting breadcrumbed. This is feeling like work because you're getting 6 of Pentacles upside down. It doesn't feel balanced, okay? Again, Libra season, everything that is in balance is being brought to light. We're being very aware of it. We're getting in tune with that reality. And so, yeah, this is why it's feeling exhausting. 10 of Wands, anything you can say about this relationship or this person for Taurus? Yeah. You feel like that what was there, it's kind of like the flame it's not burning so bright anymore. It almost feels like an offer has been retracted. Why are we getting the wheel? Why are we getting the wheel? A lot of reversals here. Why are we getting the wheel? Yeah, the card's upright. These are all falling upside down. When 9 of Wands, this is 9 of Wands coming out in a clarity to the wheel. When 9 of Wands comes out upright, it's all about grit. It's all about staying power, right? But we're getting upside down, and we're getting the King of Pentacles upside down. And there's a withholding energy here. Flipping out. I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to... Yeah, somebody here feels left out in the cold. Something here is struggling for balance. Somebody's not really even talking, and that, if they might be not saying the things that are going to be helpful. There might be some immature communications, like gossip. Yeah, all this is... Let's see something here. Yeah, I feel like this is resistance to what is the wheel actually wants to go forward, right? It wants to turn, but there's a resistance here. The resistance is being caused and perpetuated by immature communications around defensiveness, somebody be with withholding. Two of Swords. Why are we getting Two of Swords for Taurus in love? Why are we getting Two of Swords for Taurus in love? Getting a lot of, somebody's not doing, they're not doing the work. They've stopped. Like, this is stopped in its tracks, you guys. And it's exhausting if you hold on to it. You know, until that wheel can get going the right direction. Right now it's at a standstill. And, you know, this decision can't be made if nobody's willing to do the work. Okay, yeah. Okay, so somebody's being emotionally immature with a King of Cups upside down. So that, for some of you guys, is going to be you. For some of you guys, it's going to be the other person. It could be both of you. But, you know, basically, I feel like this is two ships, kind of like, this is two ships passing the night. Wrong metaphor. This is people missing each other. But missing each other in terms of, like, I don't know if it's hard to find out whether or not it's a miscommunication if y'all are not willing to communicate in the first place. But the flame's gone out. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that things can't get going again. I'm not saying that, because you guys create your own futures for sure. But currently in October, it's calling you to rebalance and clarify, why is this feeling exhausting? You know, why has it been so much work? So that's because there's struggle in the reciprocity department, equal give and take, you know, and Fool is coming out. Only when you pay attention to this, only when you recognize that there's a cavity, can you actually dig it out, clean it, get the feeling, you know, move forward. I'm using that as an example for, I think I used it for Pisces as well. The Fool is waiting to happen. The Fool, this new journey is waiting to happen, but you can't have this new journey, especially in regards to this relationship. You guys can't open up and move forward into a new chapter until this is acknowledged. And maybe you would just acknowledge it yourself, but tell me more about the reciprocity situation, the lack of balance and reciprocity. Okay, we've got six. Yeah, this needs healing. This needs healing, you guys. You know, I'm talking about a cavity as a metaphor here, but you really have to, instead of, you know, I was talking to Pisces about, you know, this whole cavity metaphor, but think about it. When you're getting pain in your mouth, there's sometimes that denial that happens first. Like, oh, maybe it's just passing. Maybe it was something hot I drank. Maybe it's something cold I drank. Maybe it was sugar, you know, and then finally you stop beating around the bush because the pain continues and you just look at what is. Okay, it's a cavity. What do? You dig it out. You get it cleaned out and you get it filled and you move on with your life with no pain. So there's definitely been, you've had some grit, you guys are stubborn. And you can't move forward in your lives and you can't heal unless you see what is, you know, and yes, there's fears attached. Yes, there's a fear attached. Yes, there's discomfort. All right, Taurus. So let's check in on your person. We're going to do something else. Okay. We got the picture, right? We got a lot of reversals and we're going to add to this in a unique way. I want to check in with your person. I know I can hear in my mind some of you guys be like, I don't care about my person. Like, I'm over it. I'm tired. Yep, I get it. All right. We're going to check in on you too. So, because I know there's a large amount of you guys that just need some more clarity on it, even if you're frustrated with a person. So Taurus is person, Taurus is person, Taurus is person, and you guys just love Taurus is person. Thank you. We have got, right off the top of the deck, the Emperor, authority, King of Swords, problem solver, authority, Wheel of Fortune, holy crap, Page of Cups. They're having a hard time being imaginative, moving forward into healing because they're a control freak, my loves. They like being in control of their lives. They like being in control of their surroundings, and they are grasping onto control, okay? And at the very bottom of here, like this whole is happening for a reason. Wheel of Fortune's coming out again with them. That means this is a karmic cycle. This is something that's challenging them. And you know, this is why we have relationships. We get challenged. If we want to be perfect all the time, don't have a relationship. You can convince yourself that you're absolutely shiny and perfect. Relationships bring out the challenges in ourselves. And this person has a challenge in their life. It's not just about you, Taurus. This person is challenged in their life with control, authority over their worlds. It comes up probably at work. It comes up probably with friends. And so through this relationship, of course, as with all of us, through our relationships, we're getting some homework. We're getting our challenges, our personal issues are coming up, and this person has a personal issue with control. At the end of this karmic cycle, regardless of where the wheel turns, they're going to have the opportunity to recreate from a place of childlike imagination. If they can let go of this control, then they will be able to all of a sudden have all this space and room to fall in love, to create a whole new future, to create magic with the Page of Cups. Look it up. It's okay. So I feel like that's pretty clear. I want a little bit of insight, something helpful for you to take on, right? So relationships, they're all about challenges, right? Libra season, October, is all about rebalancing and being real with ourselves, finding the imbalances, finding the what's right and wrong. So Taurus, what messages can we find out about you? Justice, of course. Libra energy pops up right away. We've got the Hierophant. This is about your relationship to commitments. This could be institutions. This could be your relationship with your marriage for some of you guys, because Hierophant rules over institutions like marriage. Tower, we are getting huge major arcana for both of you guys. Does it surprise you at all that the wheel is coming up? Okay, you guys are the catalyst for some major lessons, and yes, you can thank each other for that. So yes, there has been a Tower moment, there's an unexpected situation here popping up in regards to your commitments, your commitment to your commitments, your faith systems possibly. You're getting justice, which is like being called to do the right thing for you. You're being very connected somehow to your morals and ethics through this. So what's right and wrong? This is challenging your deep sense of right and wrong. This is challenging your deep sense of balance. This person is challenging that. Okay? And you have been, be careful of letting this, and I say that with total, don't worry, no red flags, but be careful of being separated from your High Priestess energy. When we have something that shatters and shakes our world, and this, for some of you guys, this could be a move or something with a house, but something that it was unexpected. We sometimes act without connecting with our inner source of wisdom, and so this is just bringing our attention to that. High Priestess, why is she coming out upside down? High Priestess, I've got a card turned upside down, or card. Okay, yeah. So you may fall prey if you don't reach into your deeper wisdom, your High Priestess energy, your intuition. You will fall prey to a pattern, a behavioral pattern that does not serve you. That might be over drinking, that might be overeating, that might be overdoing it in some way. It could be a behavioral pattern, codependency or whatever. Or, for what pops up in my head is being, apologizing and groveling when it shouldn't happen, like that, I'm sorry, I'll make it all better, or any of that. Like if that makes you exhausted, if that makes you feel bad when I say that, that's triggering something. So if you don't listen to your intuition, you're going to fall back onto an old habit in regards to this Tower moment, something that shakes you up. The Hermit, you're being beckoned to go inside rather than speak too soon. You're going to find the Four of Rods. You're going to find stability by going inside, observing your own behavior, being responsible for it, and reaching out for your intuition. And then you have the Hot Wheel of Fortune in your reading as well. So the Wheel of Fortune keeps on coming up over and over and over in your reading, in your partner's reading, in the combined reading. There is a big lesson to be learned here. Your lesson is different from theirs. Theirs is around control, okay? Yours is around your sense of balance, your commitments, your ethics, what's right and wrong within that relationship, and getting out from underneath possibly a habit that carries you away. When something upsets you emotionally or something feels out of your control, what do? They might grasp onto their control freakness, right? But you might be grasping onto a behavioral pattern yourself that is not healthy, overdoing it somehow. Okay, but you're going to find a lot of stability, surprising amount of stability, by just allowing yourself to go in and think about this. Go inward, contemplate it, observe it, and you're going to get reattached to your inner wisdom, the High Priestess. And then you can only go up from there. All right, I hope that was helpful. I love you guys.